Hey, hello leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that provides tips and techniques to help new leaders navigate the leadership challenges they face every day. I'm your host, Paul Grau Jr. from the CLC Team, and we have one goal here, and that's to help you lead from your best self. Because let's face it, everyone deserves a great leader. So let's jump right into today's topic. So today's topic is another lesson from the Game of Thrones, because it's Friday. And today's topic is fill their tanks. Now, as leaders, we should be there when our people's tank is empty, when they're like out of steam and deflated. We should be picking them up. We should be encouraging them. And in the Game of Thrones, a perfect example of this is when Jon Snow, who is, by the way, just a natural leader wherever he went, he just kind of rose to the occasion and people would look at him to lead, even though sometimes he didn't want to, but people would look at him and put pressure on him and he would lead then. But anyway, one point in the series, his natural leadership abilities really came out, and it was during the training for the Night's Watch. Now, the Night's Watch was a big wall on the northernmost part of where people lived. And beyond that wall was nothing but bad things, evil things that could kill you. So the Night's Watch basically protected all the land south of them. And it was some pretty hard training. It's hard conditions up there. It's an ice wall, so it's very cold. And during their initial training for the Night's Watch, man, there was some people just really tough on every one of them. And it was tough training. The people who were training around Jon, some of them were just deflated. I mean, they were literally beaten and they were out of gas. At one point, one guy couldn't even get up, and Jon walked over to him and helped him up and helped him with his training. Jon was a good swordsman, and these other people couldn't even use a sword for the most part. And Jon really helped them out. He taught them what the instructor or what the trainers, the teachers really weren't teaching these people, because the teachers were just basically beating on them more. And if they didn't make it, they didn't make it. But Jon respected all of them. Jon encouraged them. Jon literally picked them up, and he treated everyone with respect, except for the people who didn't treat others with respect. In doing so, Jon earned the respect of all of his peers. All the people that were going through training with him just automatically looked at Jon as the leader. And then as it goes on, you could see that Jon's leadership abilities was earning the respect of everyone in the Night's Watch. And I'm going to stop it right there, but just remember, as a leader, we are there to fill our people's tanks. We are there to encourage them, to motivate them. And sometimes that requires us really using our soft skills, really talking to our people, getting to know them, getting to know what's going on inside their minds. What do they need? How can we help them? That's what I think of when I think of leaders need to fill their people's tanks. Hey, I have some huge news for you. Our online leadership community is going through a major transformation. And basically, we're going to be quadrupling the value that you get in there every month. And for a very limited time, the price is still only $47 a month. So if you want in on this leadership community, now's the time to jump in before the price doubles very soon. We know that you want to develop your leadership skills and ability. And we know that you don't want to be intimidated by a lot of experienced leaders. That's why we've created this leadership community for you. After the transformation takes place, you're going to have access to between 8 and 10 live Zoom calls each month. You're going to have access to our 2-hour DISC workshop every month. And you're going to have access to our brand spanking new 90-day leadership development program that's going to teach you everything that you really need to lead from your best self. So if you're interested, or if you know somebody who's interested, please go to currentleadershipcoaching.com/leadership. Hey, that's it for today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.